Hi everybody. Let me get my bra strap out of there. Okay, today is Monday, May 7th, 2018. I am officially 2 days post-op. I had my surgery this past Friday, May 4th. May the 4th be with you on Star Wars Day, of course. In West Los Angeles with Dr. Robert Casillas at Kaiser, West LA. So, I wasn't going to do a video till my 1 week post-op, just to kind of give an update, because after I saw my surgeon again, I wanted to go ahead and do the 1 week. But because I've been feeling kind of icky and weird, I figured maybe I'd do a video to see if maybe like some of the symptoms that I'm feeling, if it's normal. I don't know. So I'm reaching out to the VSG community to maybe help me out with this. All right, so let's get into the details of my surgery. My surgery was scheduled at 1 p.m. on Friday. I showed up maybe around, I got there late. I was supposed to be there at 10:30, I think, and I didn't get there till maybe 10:45, excuse me. 10:45, 11, 10:50, because my mom was driving. She drives really slow. Like we couldn't find parking and parking structure, whatever. They still took me in, no problem. They took me in for prepping. You know, the usual. They make you undress, you get your gown, they give you your hairnet, they give you socks. Let me tell you what happened. So the day before surgery, I got my visitor, so it became Shark Week for me. I was upset about that, but I was like, you know what, whatever, it is what it is. I can't do anything about it. So as I was changing into my gown, I asked the nurse, I said, you know, it's Shark Week. I go, so I cannot take off my underwear. She goes, take everything off. You cannot leave anything on. So I explained to her it's Shark Week and I need to leave my underwear on. So she says, well, you can't leave your own underwear. She goes, we have underwears for you. So she gave me like this, like, it's literally like a loincloth type of thing with that just holds like a pad. I was like, this is disgusting. I'm not gonna wear this. So I told her, I go, you know what? It doesn't fit. I didn't even try it. I just told her it doesn't fit, and and she was like, oh yeah, she's like, okay, I'm sorry, that's the only size we have. She goes, so just leave your underwear on for now. So I left my underwear on. So then the socks. I had taken socks that I wanted to wear. I don't like hospital socks. I didn't want to wear hospital socks. So I took my own socks. Plus, it was Star Wars Day, so I took my Star Wars socks. I had some brand new Star Wars socks that I haven't gotten around to wear, and I wanted to wear them. So I go, what other day would be perfect to wear them than today? She wouldn't let me wear them. She's like, no, you have to wear these because these are just for, we don't know if your socks are dirty. We don't know this. We don't know that. She goes, it's just protocol. You cannot wear your own socks. So I was really upset, and I was just like, okay, then I'm not going to wear socks then. I go, can I go without wearing socks? And she was like, yeah, you can do no socks. So I wore no socks. They took me to the pre-op room where the bed was at. You guys, as soon as I saw everything, like I saw the monitors, I saw the surgical blanket that they give you. It has like a tube and it just pulls hot air on you. As soon as I saw it, the first thought that came to my mind was, you know what? I need to get the hell out of here. What am I doing? Like, I really self-doubted myself when I saw that, because I think that's when the reality really hit me of what it is, what I was going to do to my body. And seeing all that just got me really, really depressed, because I'm like, wow, like this is what I'm putting my body through, and I just wanted to get the hell out of there. But I didn't. I sat on the bed, even though I didn't want to. You guys don't even understand. I had made a video of exactly how I was feeling when I sat in that bed, but I'm not going to post it because it's only literally like a 1-minute video, and it's kind of pointless to upload a 1-minute video. But it was just, I didn't want to be there. I didn't. I was really disappointed in myself for putting myself in that situation. But whatever. I mean, I swallowed my pride. I stayed. They started giving me my medicine, the medicine for the blood clots. They just started pumping me with fluid. They put my IV in. The nurse that I originally had, excuse me, she had to poke me like 5-6 times to find an IV in this hand, as you can kind of see. She couldn't find my vein, or she kept saying that my vein kept rolling. I just think she didn't know how to do it, because she brought in someone else to do it. Finally, after poking me like fucking like 10 times, it didn't hurt as bad though, because they do numb your palm, so you will be okay, or your whatever this part of your arm is. They do numb it, so it wasn't that bad, but still, I could still feel the pokes. So she brought someone else in. They finally did it on my left hand, and she got it in on the first try. So to me, that means that lady just didn't know how to do it. Whatever. She was really nice though. But I was already mad because I couldn't wear my socks, so I was already kind of pissed. So whatever. They only let one person come in at a time. So I had my husband, my son, and my mom. So I had my husband come in first, chill out, talk and stuff. Try not to talk about the situation of where I was at. We were just trying to talk about random things, whatever. Then my son comes in, and then my mom, and then I was probably in there for maybe an hour and a half. Then finally, the anesthesiologist comes in, just explains to me what he's gonna do. He's like, do you want to know the possible, like the side effects of what could possibly go wrong? I was like, no, thank you. Just tell me what you're gonna do to me. He's like, okay, I'm gonna take good care of you. I'm gonna make sure that that you get enough oxygen, that you'll be okay. He goes, I'm gonna be monitoring you the whole time. You will be fine. So I was like, okay, cool, thanks. Then my surgeon comes in. My surgeon then at this point, he's like, okay, are you almost ready? We're almost going in. They're just cleaning up the OR room. And he goes, how are you feeling? I'm like, and I told him, I go, I'm kind of pissed. He's like, why are you mad? I'm like, because they won't let me wear my socks. I go, they won't let me wear my own socks. And then he's like, well, he goes, that's not really for me to say. I go, that's kind of their thing, But I'm like, yeah. He's like, he goes, why do you want to wear your own socks? And I'm like, because I go, it's Star Wars Day. I brought my Yoda socks. I go, and I really wanted, this was for me. Like, this is what I wanted. And he's like, you have Yoda socks? I'm like, yes. I go, it's Star Wars Day. So he goes to the nurse, and he's like, let her wear her Yoda socks. He goes, what's the big deal? So, like, another nurse from, like, another station was like, oh, she goes, are they brand new? And I'm like, yes, they're brand new socks. She goes, okay, you can wear them. She goes, don't worry about it. So my nurse kind of just stayed quiet, and she's like, like, whatever. So from there, it totally changed my mood. Like, the smallest thing changed my mood, where I was like, it made me immediately happy. I was just like, oh my gosh, I get to wear my socks, like, it's a trip how, like, the littlest thing like that just completely changed my mood about the surgery. Because it's like, to me, I feel like that was the only thing I had that were like, they were trying to take that away from me. So, and not only that, I guess my nurse too, like, had she was like, oh yeah, she's also wearing her own undergarments because of the situation. And then the nurse that approved my socks, she was all like, she goes, as long as they're cotton, she's fine. So I was like, oh my gosh, like, I wish that lady would have been my nurse, because my nurse was like, no to everything. She was nice, but she was just like, no to everything, She was by the book, which is understandable, because, she did explain everything has to be sterile. They don't want to risk an infection, which I understand, but all my stuff is clean. So, okay, so finally surgery comes. They're rolling me away. I say bye to my husband. I wasn't nervous. I really wasn't. Maybe because I had my socks on. I don't know. The force was strong with me. So they wheel me in as soon as... I've never been in an operating room. So I wanted to see... Like, the first thing I looked at, I wanted to make sure I was coherent enough to see the operating room, which I did. And it looked like an episode, like, for Halloween, I go all out in my house and I decorate all crazy. And I did like a mad scientist, like, laboratory in my house. And that's what it looked like. It looked like the big circle lights, like they were up on the ceiling, a bunch of monitors, and like, like, I used a lot of like the scene setters. That's what it looked like. So I was like, okay, like, it didn't scare me because that's how I decorate my house for Halloween. So it didn't scare me. So I was like, okay, cool. And you know, they helped me move to the bed, to the surgical bed. I don't even remember what it looked like. I don't remember because I heard some people in other videos describe it that just it's a metal bed. I don't remember that. I think mine had cushion. I don't know. Either way, they put on some music for me. Like they put on some like 90s hip hop, which was awesome. So they put the mask on me. They're talking to me, and you know, they're like, "Oh, you got Yoda songs." I'm like, "Yeah, you know, I love Disneyland." And then the last thing I remember was saying like, "Yeah, right now I'm pretending that I'm on a Disneyland ride." I knocked out. I didn't even feel groggy. I didn't even feel it coming. Like it's like 1 minute you're talking, the next minute you wake up. Like that's how crazy it is. Like you don't feel yourself going to sleep. You don't feel nothing, like nothing. And they didn't give me anything to calm my nerves because I didn't have like, you know, I wasn't like nervous or anything. So yeah, like I talked maybe to them maybe for like about 10 seconds after they put me on the bed. They put the mask on me. After that, I just remember waking up. I remember waking up to the nurse's voice and my husband's voice. My husband was asking the nurse, "Oh, can I see her? Is she awake?" And I guess when I heard his voice, I think that's when I came to. So yeah, like as soon as I woke up though, oh my God, you guys, thank God. No nausea whatsoever, no pain whatsoever. I know this is very, very rare for someone to describe absolutely no pain when they wake up. Oh my God. For God's mercy, I had none of it, you guys. None of it. And because that was my biggest fear. That was my biggest fear was waking up feeling nauseated, waking up feeling like I had to vomit or trying to vomit and not being able to because I have nothing in my stomach. That's what I was most scared of. I'm like, I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna wanting to like vomit, and I'll be putting so much pressure on my stomach. That's originally what I was scared of. Oh my God, you guys. Thank you, Jesus. None of that happened to me. I woke up like nothing. I woke up like I just took in like I just woke up from like a really deep sleep nap. That's exactly what it felt like. Like I had absolutely no, I felt no pain whatsoever. I felt no nausea whatsoever. So I don't know if the drugs were just really good or, you know, my prayers. A lot of people were praying for me, you know, especially my dad, my mom. Like a lot of people were really praying for me. Sorry, my makeup's screwed up. But yeah, so like I had none of that. Thank you, Lord. I will never stop saying that because that was my biggest fear, and it was just amazing that none of that happened to me. So I get wheeled into my room. You know, I'm awake. I fall asleep. I wake up. I fall asleep. I wake up. But I wasn't groggy. I'm telling you. Although I was falling asleep and stuff, I wasn't feeling like, ugh. I wasn't feeling high. I wasn't feeling like I was out of it. I felt normal. I just felt like I was just going to sleep and waking up. Going to sleep, waking up. That's exactly how I felt. So maybe about 30 minutes already into being in my own room. With Kaiser, you get your own room, which is awesome. So you get your own privacy. I'm getting a gas pain right now. It's not too bad. I didn't have gas pain while I was at the hospital. I went for my first walk 30 minutes into getting my room. I went for, I think, like one lap or two. So from there, I mean, everything was good. Like, recovery was well. It was really well. Everything went according to plan. I had nothing to eat or drink the first day of surgery. The second day, when I woke up in my room, the nurse comes in with 6 little 1-ounce sippy medicine cups, all filled up with water. She goes, try to drink one every hour. I was really scared on drinking the water too because I have also seen videos where people are like, as soon as you take that sip, it burns. As soon as you take the sip, you feel it slowly going down your esophagus. Like so many like discomfort stories. So I took a sip really, really slow, didn't feel nothing. So I took another little sip, still didn't feel nothing. So I was like, wow, okay, so maybe I can get my fluids in. So I think I finished one I think I did finish it in an hour. I didn't finish all 6 in the time that I was supposed to because I did fall asleep in between that time, and I also went for a walk. So by the end of the day, I had finished maybe 3 little cups of water. My gas pains come in like contractions, you guys. I feel like I'm in child labor. Ugh, sorry, I had a burp. They come in and they go so randomly. I didn't have this problem at the hospital. This happened after. So some people get gas pains right away. It took me 2 days to get them. Okay, so where was I? Yeah, so I had no problem getting the fluids down. I was able to drink, so thank God for that. Oh, excuse me. Finally, like around, I saw my surgeon. He says everything's fine. Oh yeah. After I had gone to walk, I felt really lightheaded. I had felt, not that I felt lightheaded, but I felt like I wasn't getting enough oxygen. Like I was breathing, and I just felt like I wasn't getting enough oxygen. So I sat down, I relaxed. They came and checked my vitals after that. My oxygen level read at 80. When it read at 80, because an alarm goes off, so the lady that was taking my vitals, she went and got the nurse because my oxygen was at 80 and it shouldn't be at 80. It had to be at 100. So while she was out looking for the nurse, I kind of calmed myself down and I'm like, look, you know, I'm like thinking like it's all in my head. Breathe, take deep breaths, slow it down. And by the time the nurse came in, my oxygen level was at 100. So they didn't make a big deal out of it. She goes, okay, so because of that, they gave me like the okay, that I would be okay to go home. Even after I saw my surgeon, he said it was fine. I asked my surgeon about the shorter breath. Not the short, I keep calling it shorter breath because in my brain, I think that's how I am like defining it, but it's really like, I just feel like I'm not getting enough oxygen. Like, so like, I feel like I'm not getting enough oxygen in my brain. Like I'm breathing in, but it's not going all the way up here. So I guess it is shorter breath, whatever. But I just feel like my oxygen levels drop. So I told my surgeon this. He goes, you know, he's all like, just as long as it doesn't keep happening, you know, no chest pain. Because I didn't have any chest pains. I didn't have anything else besides this feeling like my oxygen level was low. But those are sometimes signs of a blood clot. So he was just like, just keep an eye on it. You know, if it's persistent and, you know, and you feel like you're going to faint, go to the ER. You know, he goes, then that's a matter of concern. So I took that into consideration, whatever. I didn't feel it for the rest of the day. I went home. I wasn't able to drink a lot of fluids. Oh my gosh, this is going to be such a long video.